Hello everyone. Hello everyone, and thanks for joining this session. And this is Dr. Sohan Nautiyal, project management professional from PMI, and PMP certified as well. So I have around 31 plus years of experience in IT sector, and I come with it B in computer science and followed by a MBA and then leadership course with XLRI and as well as with IM Raipur. Thanks for joining this session. So I would be having a quick um, brief on the session what we have taken last 2 weeks, why the project management is required. So that's the thing which we will be discussing. And having said that, this is 1 hour window. Every day it is open from 4 to 5, where we'll be discussing on the different project management activities. Is where people get an opportunity to ask the questions about project manager, about the project management activities, or how to execute a project, be small, large, or any of the project in any sector. It's not necessary from IT, but it could be from construction company as well. Okay, so I would be sharing those things with all of you, and then quickly talking about what we discussed last 2 weeks, last 2 days, is why project management is required. And so typically, this is required to have systematic plan and execute, monitor, and complete work so that the objectives are achieved within the defined constraint. And typically, it could be based on the scope defined, or the time within what time to be delivered, then what is the cost required to execute that particular project, and the quality aspects, whether that agreed project is as per the quality standards. Without the structured management and a complex initiative, I tend to suffer from delays. So there could be delay in, if there is no structured way of project management handling, then there could be delay in cost. The cost overrun will be there, delay in work, and then miscommunication, and miscommunication which might lead to misunderstanding of the project and the deliverables and expected as per the um, as expected. Okay, as expected, and meeting the stakeholders' expectations. Then comes going in detail about why it is required. There is a clear goal definition and algorithm and alignment. So whatever project we are doing has a clear goal definition and alignment. Then it has yeah, and the next one is effective resource utilization. Effectively utilizing the resources is very important in a project. Then identifying risk, identification and controlling of that, like identifying risk, analyzing the risk, then mitigation planning, monitoring and response. Then comes this. It's a structured, planned, and execution. So that a project is following a methodology and framework, and while executing the project, it could be like waterfall model or agile, Scrum, Prince 2, or PMBOK from PMI. The planning components with that it could be WBS, work breakdown structure, then defined executing based on the schedule, and then based on the milestones, achieving milestone and dependencies. Stakeholders communication, and a project involves multiple stakeholders. It could be sponsors, or customers, team members, vendors, regulators. So these are the different no, stakeholders. Project management establish communication plan uh, to everyone stays informed and aligned. So there is a so typically a establish project management establish a communication plan, and so that everyone are appraised about what is going on in the project. The benefits typically are reduce misunderstanding, improves decision making, so that there is a no, based on the project update, decisions are taken along with the stakeholders, and enhances the transparency. There is a transparency also. Having said that, then what is that quality assurance, which is meeting? That's important. And project management introduces quality control and assurance process to ensure deliverable meet required standards. Tools used quality metrics, then testing framework, reviews, and audits. Example, in software or AI projects, quality management ensures models are accurate, secure, and reliable. And then comes why project management is required for the time and cost control. A core role of project management is to ensure projects are completed on schedule and within budget. So completing the project on schedule and budget is very important. Then techniques used are ensuring that projects are completed in time are critical path method, earn value management, then schedule tracking. Then why project management is required for accountability and governance perspective. Project management defines roles, responsibility, and decision authority. Typically, project sponsor or a project manager, technical lead, stakeholders. So accountability and governance is very important as part of the project management. Then, in summarizing, typically project management is required to ensure that projects are organized, controlled, and successfully delivered. It enables organization to achieve stakeholders, achieve strategic objectives. So why project is required is that it meets the strategic objectives, then control cost and schedule, will manage risk effectively, coordinate team and stakeholders, deliver high quality results. So that's what we discussed in last 2 days, and then we'll be uh, going in detail about other activities as part of project management. So I will be scheduling that. Just give me 1 second. Then we discussed about why project management is required, and what is the new edition, eighth edition, which is coming in the market. It already it has come in the market. What are the changes in that, and who are responsible for making the changes, and no so that's the discussion happening, because what is happening is that it's not uh, just abruptly coming out with new addition. It's the groundwork is being done, and a lot of iterations, lot of inputs from all the practitioners, and around 20,000 and things have come when this edition was launched. So considering all aspects, based on that, the new edition was created and shared. And then uh, I would be also discussing what is that typically. Yeah, so all these things we have already discussed. No? So we'll be covering. There are six project management principles. It's based on which the new edition has come. Um, uh, Six guiding principle mapped to uh, three mindset dimensions for a strategic adapt, adapt uh, adaptable and sustainable delivery. In order to have um, adaptable and sustainable delivery, six principles have been identified by in this edition. In first one is adapt a holistic view. Okay, the holistic view why the project is required, and use systematic thinking and cross-functional planning align in project scope with the strategy. The project scope should be aligned with the strategy. So that's the overall holistic view. Then focus on value. What is that value it's providing? In the outcome should be value based. Prioritize outcomes that delivers measurable stakeholders and business value. It's going to give a business value. So that kind of what is that stakeholders? So that's important. Then embedded quality. So integrate quality into process to prevent defects and ensure fit for purpose of delivery deliverables. So quality to be embedded, then be a accountable leader. So a leader should take accountability, the ownership, the clear decision rights, and the visible accountability across the team. And then comes integrate sustainability. Whatever project is being done, it should be sustainable. It embedded long-term environment, social and economic consideration into decisions. Then building an empowered culture, the enable autonomy, learning, and collaboration to boost adaptability and performance. So building empowered culture is very important. That's also part of the principles which needs to be followed. Then comes um, they have reintroduced the process groups, project management process groups, as a focus area where there is an initiation of the project, then planning of the project, executing of the project, monitoring and control, all, and then closing of the project. So these particular phases will be required, and initiating a project, define objectives, stakeholders, and uh, authorization to start the project. Then once the initiation is done, then planning. We develop scope, schedule, resources, and tailored approaches to reach outcomes. Then executing the project, coordinate people and resources to deliver the project work, and then monitoring and controlling, track performance, manage changes, and ensure aligned to objectives. So organization objectives is aligned to organization objectives. Then closure of the is the project closing. While closing, finalizing deliverables, obtain an acceptance and uh, culture reasons learned. So that's about the process focus groups. And typically, this is if we align and uh, performance domain and with the project manager focus areas. So performance domain, governance. First is governance, then scope, schedule, finance, stakeholders, resources, and risk. So these are the seven and performance domains which are aligned to the project management focus areas, like governance. And what is that is required as part of the governance? Initiate project or phases, and as part of planning, integrate and align project plans, project no, project sourcing strategy, and what is that project sourcing strategy which is being used, and then executing focus area. So managing project execution, and then manage quality assurance, manage project knowledge, and as part of monitoring and controlling focus area, with performance domain, and monitor and control project performance, then assess and implement changes if required. Then during the closure of the project, focus on this focus area, close project or the phases. So typically these are the things which is required as part of the governance. Then as part of the scope of planning, the scope management, elicit and analyze requirements, define scope, develop scope structure. So which is part of the planning. Then for the scope is typically it is monitoring and monitor and control the scope, validate the scope. So that's the part of the focus areas. Then as part of the schedule, no schedule typically it comes in schedule of planning, in plan schedule management, develop schedule, then monitor and control the schedule. Apart from that, as part of finance, typically it requires plan financial management, no, estimate costs, develop budget. Hello? No, I'm now in meeting. No, thank you. Then, as part of the stakeholders, the initiating a focus area, as part of this, identifying the stakeholders in the initiation phase, then planning, during planning, plan stakeholders engagement, then plan communication management, Then as part of execution, manage stakeholder engagement, manage communication with the stakeholders. So those are the key responsibilities during that as part of the stakeholders and as part of monitoring and control, monitoring stakeholders engagement, monitoring communication, whether the communication has gone to all the stakeholders, what is their response, and whether there is acceptance from the stakeholders. Hello. Yeah, I'm in a meeting now. So that's one of the thing, and then as part of the resources, what is that is required for initiation, for planning of resources in the project is very important. Then plan management, plan resource management, then estimating the resources, how long he'll be there in the project, what will be his roles and responsibilities, and then even physical resources also consider planned. Then acquire uh, resources, lead the team, and, then monitor and control resourcing. And as part of risk, plan risk management, then identify risk, perform risk analysis, plan risk responses, and as part of execution, implement risk responses and monitoring risk. And so that's the thing which I thought of discussing with you all. So this is the typical project management principles and the project management performance. So thanks for joining. So we'll be having detailed discussion in subsequent discussion. Thank you.